Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. I'm Loriente, a full-time working mom of 2 toddlers ages 4 and 3, and today I'm going to be giving you a little sneak peek into my morning routine. So for starters, I like to wake up around 6 a.m. This gives me about 30 minutes or so to get myself ready for the day before I get everybody else ready for the day. And truly, when I'm able to start my days off like this, I just function better in general. But there are mornings where I feel like, I need a little extra sleep, so I'll sleep until 6:30. And on those days, I tend to just look like a little bit more of a hot mess on the school drop-off line, but that's a-okay with me because we prioritize rest and the things that we need in the moments that we need them. So it's all good. And on those days, if I've got meetings for work and stuff like that, I'll just get ready after I drop the kids off at school. If I have nothing going on my work calendar and I didn't have time to get myself ready that morning, I just take it as an opportunity to let my skin breathe for the day and go makeup free. I actually really enjoy that. It's one of my favorite parts of working from home. By the way, yes, I work from home ever since COVID. That's kind of been my arrangement. I go into the office 1 day a week, and that really works for me. I get my office socialization time. I get to, have meetings in person with people, which I enjoy, but then I actually just get to be more productive when I'm at home in my own little home office working. Now you might be thinking, like, Loriente, while you're getting ready, what are the kids doing? Are they sleeping? No, ma'am, they're not. My kids wake up the moment that I wake up in the morning. They are ready and raring to go the second I open my eyes. So they are either coming in and out of the bathroom talking to me while I'm getting ready, or they're doing their morning baskets. They might be watching a little TV or something kind of like low stimulating, like Bluey or like Peppa Pig, just so they're not like super riled up first thing in the morning. But that's how I buy myself, 30 minutes to get myself ready for the day. So they're doing their own thing while I do mine, and then we all come together to get ready for school. Once I am together, we all head downstairs for breakfast. I like to feed the kids breakfast while they're still in their PJs because I find that whenever I change them into their school clothes first and then do breakfast, they always end up with food on their clothes and I have to change them again, and that just gets stressful. So this is how we do it. But if I'm being completely honest, because that's what we do here on this channel, we're honest about motherhood. Feeding my kids breakfast before school is probably like one of my least favorite things to do. I would say definitely like in the top 5, okay? Because I want to send my kids to school with full bellies so I know that they're not hungry, that they can concentrate in class, that they're on their best behavior. But they have a very different idea of how breakfast in the morning should go, and that is that they don't think they should have to eat anything. So it's always a little bit of a fight. They want somebody to like sit with them and feed them, and you got to be like really on top of them to make sure that they're eating. But I also have other things to do in the morning, so that's very difficult for me to just sit there and like spoon feed everybody their breakfast. So it is what it is. I'm hoping that as we progress a little bit further in the school year, it'll just get easier, but I'm not 100% sure about it. Ariella asked for peanut butter and jelly this morning. This is not a typical breakfast, but if she requests something specific, I get my hopes up that she's actually going to eat it. So she was like peanut butter and jelly, and I was just like, all right, if that's what you want, if you're going to eat it, I'll do it. But guess what? She still didn't really eat it. So I was the fool for this one. Wait for it. Right there. That's the face of a kid who has no intentions of eating that peanut butter and jelly. Absolutely none. Played me for a fool. Josiah, I can usually get to eat at least a yogurt and some breakfast sausage before school. if he wants a couple bites of fruit, like whatever. I count it as a win. All right. A win is a win, baby. Especially in the morning when it comes to breakfast. One of my favorite things that we did when we renovated our kitchen last year was actually create a usable like island or peninsula space, whatever you want to call this thing, so that the kids can sit on stools on one side while I'm working and like doing food prep or whatever on the other side. It just makes it so much easier. Like I can have conversations with them while I cut up fruit and get their, lunches ready, and I can stay on top of them and be like, all right, time to take a bite of whatever it is that you're eating so that I can make sure they get something in their tummies before school. So I really love having this kind of island space, way more functional than it was before. It's been working out really great for us, especially when it comes to like breakfast. Wouldn't it be so easy if when you had like more than one kid, they all liked to eat relatively the same things? That would be so great. That would make our lives so much easier as parents, but it just never works out that way. So I'm prepping a chicken bake from Costco for my son. He had one for dinner the night before and he really enjoys them. So I heated one up and then packed it in his little metal container for him to bring to school with him. This is me lecturing them on the fact that they need to be eating. So if it looks like I have a stern face, that's why I'm like trying to lay down the law. It's not working. But anyway, so Josiah got a chicken bake. Ariella got like a Lunchable. I packed up some clementines and little baggies for them. And then whatever other snack I found for the day, literally just chucking things in there. I'm over it at this point. Recently, we hung these little hooks by the front door so that I've had a spot to put the kids like school bags and their like coats and stuff. And is it really ugly having their bags hanging there like that? Absolutely. But is it functional? Yes. And sometimes that's what we need in chaotic households. We need functionality over aesthetics. I can't believe myself that I'm saying that, but it is the truth. And then I like to head into my office while they finish up breakfast and just log in, send out some emails, check on a couple of things. I like to kind of get the ball rolling on a couple of things. This way, when I come back from dropping the kids off, everybody else is at work is online and like things start coming in and I can really hit the ground running once I get back. So I like kind of doing this to get my day going. Once I'm done sending out a couple of emails and checking on things, I head back out to get the kids ready for school. So I'll get them dressed, we'll brush their teeth, do their hair. I do it, Mike helps out if he's available. We like to divide and conquer. We each take one kid. It just makes things so much easier. And I love when he's around to do that with me. And then we head out to school. And of course, I always forget to wipe Josiah's face. And he's always a hot mess as soon as we pull up, I notice. So I just try to get him ready. Yes, there's toilet paper in the back of the car, okay? We didn't want to carry it in from Costco the night before, so that happens. Please tell me that I'm not the only one that does that. We make the walk into school, and I drop him off, and then Ariella is now at the same school, so we pull around to her side to then drop her off. Then I head back home and I get started on more work stuff. The first thing I typically do at this point is block my schedule for the day so I know everything that I'm doing, for how long I'm doing it. This just helps me so much better with my productivity. I'm somebody who struggles with that, and it kind of really helps me balance out my work day. Highly recommend if you're somebody like myself who has trouble focusing and completing tasks. This helps keep me on track at all points in my day. I was very grateful on this particular day because I was having a hard time sleeping that night. And instead of doom scrolling on Instagram at 2 a.m., I actually blocked out my schedule really early. So I didn't have to do that on this day. I was able to just kind of like hit the ground running, which was great. After my first working block of the day, I'll head back out to the kitchen to make myself a coffee. I love the little coffee station in my dining area. It's my favorite thing. You can catch me here every day of the week, multiple times a day. Typically, I drink my coffee black. On this particular morning, I must have felt like I needed a little treaty treat because here I am adding creamer. and a sugar-free pumpkin spice sweetener to it. You know, a little pumpkin spice moment never hurt anybody. So here I go. Oh, I almost dropped it. Jeez Louise. It must have been one of those days. So then I will often like just drink my coffee on the couch just so like I can enjoy it. And usually I am working from my phone at the same time. This will be when I take the opportunity to like check any incoming emails or to go through all of my team's notifications, and just see what's going on, see what I have to respond to, see if I need to alter any of the blocks in my day to fit, you know, new meeting requests or new projects that have come in, anything like that. And it's back down to my home office layer to get started on my next working block, which is usually dedicated to a project or to something that I'm working on. Right now, everything at work is actually crazy. This is a very busy season for me. It's trade show season, so we're doing a lot of preparations for that. But it's also the start of a new fiscal year. So that's when we do all of our corporate goal setting and all of the things. So it's been a little bit crazy, but I always manage to sneak in a block to get a home chore done or something like that, because, you know, that's the beauty of being able to work from home. If I want to take 5-10 minutes out of my day to throw in a load of laundry, to wash some bedding, I can do that. That is my favorite part of working from home, truly. Because if you don't have time during the day to do these things, when are you have time to do them? At the end of the day, when you're exhausted and you've already like worked, commuted, cooked, cleaned up, like, or what, on the weekends, the 2 days that you get to actually like have fun and spend meaningful time with your family, it's just really unfair. So working from home has been life-changing for me. And honestly, for all of the parents who have to work outside the house, you know, all of the parents who are teachers and doctors and nurses and corporate, you know, jobs that don't let you work from home, I have so much respect for all of you, because being a working parent is hard, but that's just like 10 times harder, and I don't know how you do it. I really, really don't. So hats off to you. But now we're approaching noon, which is no longer the morning. So I'm going to wrap this here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos from me in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.